Hello everyone, I'm Hridaya and I'm here to talk about the UX designing process of an app called Vocabuddy. Vocabuddy is a language learning app. Before going in detail, let's meet Gia. Gia is a 28-year-old married woman with two kids. She moved to Germany recently with her husband and her kids. She is a Bachelor of Engineering graduate and currently doing her master's as well as working as a part-time developer. Let's see what are her thoughts. Gia needs a way to learn new language so that she can communicate with her colleagues and friends. She wants to be fit in with the locals without feeling any language barriers. As saying that, I got to remember an incident that she mentioned. As you all know, she moved to Germany recently, and she and her husband doesn't speak German. But when she found a new apartment and she moved to the new apartment, some of her new neighbors helped her immensely with so many things. As she doesn't speak German, as well as her neighbors doesn't speak English, she doesn't know how to communicate with them. She doesn't know how to show her love to them. So she showed her love through food. But she really needs to talk with them in German, in their own language. That's her primary needs. Now let's move on to the problem statement. Gia needs a way to learn new language in a fun and effective way because she has a very busy schedule. She relocated to another country where she works as a developer and is a student. And she wants to be able to speak with her colleagues and her friends in their own language and feel more comfortable and confident at work. She wants to fit in with the locals without facing any language barrier. Now let's see what are the challenges are. Balancing the simplicity and the complexity is one of the most important challenges that we face. A vocabulary app may need to present a lot of information such as definitions, example sentences, and images or audio files. It can be a challenge to present these informations in a way that it is clear and easy to understand, while avoiding overwhelming the users with too much information. The next is user engagement. It can be difficult to keep the users engaged with the vocabulary app, especially if they are not highly motivated to learn a new language or new words. To solve this, the app may need to include various types of interactive activities, games, and challenges to keep the users interested. And the next is personalization. Different users will have different vocabulary needs and learning styles. So it can be a challenge to create an app that is personalized for each user. The app may need to include features that allows users to customize their own learning experience, such as their own learning goals, selecting their own words to focus on. And the next is user testing. It is important to thoroughly test the app with the users to ensure that it is effective and user-friendly. This can be time-consuming, and it may require recruiting and coordinating with multiple testers. So, these are the main challenges that we are going to face. As we have covered the challenges that we have to face, let's move on to wireframing and prototyping. In wireframing and prototyping, I have used two user flows. One is complete a basic lesson, and the second one is complete a conversation in extended learning. Now let's move on to the user flow. In user flow, the first task is to create an account and to complete a basic lesson. After opening the app, you will get to choose two options: create new account, or you can select an existing account. If you select an existing account, you will directly go to main menu. Or else if you select the create account, then you will go to you will get to select your language. After selecting your language, you will get to choose what language that you have to learn. And after that, you will get to select the levels: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. After selecting that, you will get to take a test, which is to confirm the level that you have selected. And after that, you will get to set a daily goal. And after selecting the daily goal, you will get to complete a basic lesson. After that, you will redirect it to main menu. Now let's move on to the task 2. In task 2, you have to complete a basic conversation in extended learning. For that, after getting into the landing page, you'll have 4 options. homepage, extended learning, flashcards, and leaders board. In that, you will get to select extended learning. And after selecting extended learning, you will get to select stories, conversation, audios, and videos. In that, you have to select conversations. In conversation, you'll have basic interactions, restaurants, supermarkets, and hospitals. In basic interactions, there will be conversation 1, 2, etc. After selecting the conversation 1, you'll get to complete the conversation. And after completing the conversation, you can retake a conversation or go to the next conversation. If you select go to the next conversation, it will be redirected to basic interactions. If you are going to retake the test conversation again, then it will redirect it to conversation 1. If you select no, then it will you'll get a dialog box which says add newly learned words to the flashcard. Then if you select yes, then it will directly go to the flashcards. If you selected no, then it will redirect it to the conversations. These were the two tasks that I have used in the user flow. Now let me introduce the wireframing. In this, the first image is landing page. In landing page, you will get to see the logo, and you can select create account or an existing account. And the second image is language selection. You can select your language in this section. And after that, you can see the third image is an example for the lesson. And the fourth image is an example for a conversation. And the fifth image is an end of the conversation. In the end of the conversation, you'll get to select retake or continue. And the sixth image is flashcard dialog box. In that you can see the dialog box says, would you like to add newly learned word to the flashcard? Then you can select yes or no. And the seventh image is a flashcard. In that you can see the words that you have learned in the previous lessons are automatically updated to this page, and also you can use or add new words. And the last image is save the word, that you can select or type a new word and add the meaning, and after that you can just select the continue. Now it's time for usability test. In usability test, I have selected 4 tasks. The first one is create an account, and the second is complete a basic lesson, and the third one is complete a basic conversation in extended learning, and the fourth one is add vocabulary to flashcard. I have identified some major usability issues. The first one is need account authorization, and the second one is need lesson names, and the third one is need search options, and the fourth one is need back and forth button. Let's see how I have solved these issues. In the first image, the issue is need account authorization. In that image, you can see there are 2 options. One is create a new account. The second one is existing account. In previous user flow slides, you have seen that after selecting create a new account, you will get to choose language, levels, and the timings. And after that, you will get to complete a basic lesson. Then you will redirect it to main menu. There were no options to log in with an authorized account. So I have changed it in the second image that you can see. I have applied a login ID and a login page, which is included with login ID, create password, confirm password, and also you can make visible the password, as well as you can log in with Facebook or Gmail. The third image that you can see, the issue is need lesson name. In that picture, there is no lesson names. The lessons are numbered with 1, 2, 3, and etc. And so that I have changed it to Unit 1, Greetings. So the coming 4 lessons will be under Unit 1, Greetings. And after that, another 4 lessons will be under another name. So, and the third issue is need search option. There were no search options, so I have included a search option. And you can now you can search the lessons that you want to retake. The next issue is need back and forth button. In the first image, you can see there is only back button, but in so many other pages there were no back button or forth button. So I have included back and forth button in every page. Now let's move on to what is next. First, I want to create high fidelity prototype and then continue to add new features to the app. Also, I want to continue to do more usability tests and to continue with my app and to make it a success. Now let's see what are the learnings that I've gathered by doing this project. The first one is be ready to make changes at any stage. That is true because I have made changes at every stage of this project, and every stage is a new learning. Another one is keep an open mind and think from user's perspective, as well as ask open-minded questions to gather variety of valuable feedbacks. Be welcoming for new ideas, arguments, and informations that you typically do not align with. Also, remind the interviewees that they should not be hesitant about voicing criticism. And the last but not least, be empathic. Empathizing with our user is one of the most important things that we have to remember. Talking of empathy, have you ever noticed a paper cup? The paper cups have a gap underneath it. You know why they have given this gap? So that when we pour something hot inside, you can hold the cup without burning your hands. This just reminds me of one thing. When you design, you need to design empathizing with your users. If only they have just thought about you have to pour something inside, you just need a cup for it, then they would have just designed it without the gap underneath it. But they have actually thought of how will people hold the cup if the water or tea inside is hot. They have just thought about all the use cases and they made this cup, right? This is a beautiful example. So go and empathize with your users before you came up with your solutions. Now let's talk about why someone choose VocabBuddy over other app. The first thing is ease of use. Our app interface is very intuitive. Our app is very easy to use and navigate. And the second thing is customization options. Our app allows users to customize their own language and learning experience, such as setting their own goals, choosing which words to study. It will be more attractive to users who want more control over their learnings. And the third is unique features. This will be the first app to have lessons, flashcards, audio, videos, and image supports, as well as games in a single app. And the fourth one is aesthetically pleasing design. VocabBuddy has a visually appealing design. And the fifth is efficient navigation. Our app has navigation that are straightforward and allows users to find what they need quickly. And the sixth is use of white space. All the white spaces in the app will be used for interactive board games. And the seventh is responsive design. App is designed to work well on multiple devices and screen sizes. And about the price, the primary version will be cost-free and ad-free. So this is it for today. I want to thank you all for your time and attention. Thank you.